This is part two. So, sort of an addendum to that, then you would probably understand. Um, because I remember when Patty said, the commander of the Earth Defense Forces, a while back, how a lot of light workers were getting burned out. Their filament was getting burned out with just way too much negative current experiences, right? That's why a lot of times when I had reached that point, and when was that? 2010. I said, I'm done. I'm unplugging. I don't want to experience any more of that low density stuff. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm going back to live like a native Indian. And what I did in a previous video that I shared, I teamed up with an LNP, which is a licensed nurse practitioner. Her name is Patty Shine. She, I believe, is now the director of La Clinica, which is in Medford, Oregon. That nurse made me cry when I met her. Okay, because I realized how much love she has in her heart when she practices being a nurse. She's a real nurse. That's a real nurse. Okay, because everything that she does, she's done because she's looking out for you. She doesn't want you to suffer at all. And she'll do everything she can to see that you don't. That's a healer practicing medicine. Okay? So she knows me. So one of the things I did with her is I was going to show her that if you ditch the civilization, go out to be with Mama Earth, the great living spirit, and Mother Earth, you will get healed. So what she did is she began a chart on me and was monitoring the improvement, okay, of not only the energy that she would experience when I would come in and see her once a month, but she would monitor my BMR, my basal metabolic rate, right? That's key, okay? Well, I finally reached a state when she told me one time, you are the poster child of lifestyle management in this clinic. Did you know that? And I said, no. But if you want to give credit to somebody, then you want to give credit to Gaia. Okay? The great living spirit of Mother Earth, because she's the one who did it. Okay? That's where I go to heal. So the numbers that you're getting from me as a result of the changes that took place in me was a result of what she does. Because I'm in her equipment. Okay? So it was unbelievable for her to see a guy who was 55 years of age who had a basal metabolic rate of a man in his 30s. Okay? So what that sort of shows us is that no matter how disease state you're in, just like all the research with Dr. Robert O. Young, okay, you can restore yourself anytime you want. Back to full power. High-speed waves. Okay? Because anytime that you're out in nature, that energy field is always going to be higher than if you come into civilization, into a town or a city, where you're being hammered with Wi-Fi, high G stuff that's destroying your cells, screwing your DNA up. So why would you do that to yourself? All the programming. Okay? That's why the native Indians that are native to this planet, you won't find us in their cities. Their cities were designed to self-terminate humanity, and they had no idea how they were doing it. Go look at the size of the cable that operates a microwave tower, and you'll get the picture. We live in an electric universe. They hammer people with stuff that is designed to compromise your immune system so you're always sick. And that forces you to have to go to them, to pay them to get you sicker, because they're not healers. Okay? That's why their entire medical system has to be collapsed and put out of business. And that will happen when all the new technologies begin to roll out. Okay? That's a measurement of higher intelligence. That's a measurement of higher creative intelligence. And I know because the Arcturians are here, and for those of you who don't know who the Arcturians are here, they are teachers. They teach you how the Merkaba, how to spin your Merkaba at a high rate of speed. That's my bloodline, Arcturian. The Boots constellation. Go look it up, right? So we know how to tune to the universe so our waves are in peace, harmony, and balance wherever we go in an electrical field. Okay? That's how it works. We are communicators. Everyone is a communicator. Well, what is the energy and the speed of the wave that you are communicating? That's up to you. So it comes through knowledge. You learn how light works. You learn how electricity works. You learn how a communication system works. You learn how your DNA works. You learn how a spiral works. You learn how to be a high-speed transmitter. And when you're able to do that, it allows you to protect the energy that you are so that others are not feeding on it. And that's called higher intelligence, coming through the neurons, the neuron transmitters in the heart, because they go after the heart. They know how to program your head by sending electronic information through their electrical transmitters. You pick up the waves of information, and if you don't know the difference between what you are and what you're not, based on that information about what you want to experience through that information holographically, then you will experience who they are rather than who you are. Now we're back to our identity and function. Who are you? Which essentially means, what is the speed of your wave? What is the frequency resonant that you run to be who you are, which is what you're going to experience because that's the energy that you are. Okay? So this is sort of why I can understand why Sasquatch, you know what Sasquatch is, right? I ran into one. His antennas picked up on my transmissions, and he came down to visit. So one of the reasons you're not going to find Sasquatch around is because he's got high-speed antennas. He doesn't want to experience low-wave frequency energy. Okay? So that's what I went to go do. I went to go live like Sasquatch, right? The further back in the wilderness that I go backpacking and hiking, the least likely I'm going to run into somebody that's running low-frequency energy because they don't like to go back and experience the higher energy where there aren't any other transmitters. Right? Yeah. Now you're experiencing a heavenly realm in your heart, being with the great living spirit of Mother Earth. So I've suggested that as a way to heal. Take some time out with your children. Go spend some time with her and begin to notice the difference. Okay? Because that's where we're headed. There are healing energies that are coming into this planet all the time, all day long, because you can look at the Schumann resonance and it's happening as we speak. So that's why this is actually a day of planetary celebration. So we got to wake everybody up, right? That's right. So anyway, with that, have a great day. Bye now. Be good to yourselves.